Shut up and sit down.
We're back again with another episode of No BS. Today we're going to get away from, so much about me and my past and more into some actual subjects today. So the first one we're going to tackle, calories. Now I know, we all struggle. Calories in, calories out, carbs, fats, proteins. It'll drive you crazy. We all like to think because it's easy as calories in, calories out, like we're some kind of machine. Yeah, I know people refer to their bodies as the perfect machine, blah, 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 blah. But it's not all that simple. There's a lot of different factors that go into what you take in and what you're actually burning. I'm going to break this up into two parts so we can really break it down and I don't take 20 minutes of your life up again. I know we talked a lot about me and stuff, but I'm going to keep it a little more concise today for you. So first thing we're going to talk about is your calories in. In other words, what you're putting down your gullet, what you're eating every day. And as much as we like to use our little apps, our fancy apps, and looking at the back of stuff, the nutritional guides and stuff, it's not as exact as you think. There can be up to a 30% margin of error on those calculations on the back on the nutrition guides of food. It can depend on 5 different ways the FDA allows us to go in and measure how many calories are in a specific food. Not to mention the way it was grown, by who, what was put into it. All these factors add up to exactly how many calories are actually in the food you're eating. So to try to get those precise numbers down, really, it's not worth it. Number 2, we don't necessarily absorb all the calories that we're taking in. A lot of it will pass right through us and out the other end. When they calculate exactly what we're burning and what we're taking in, it doesn't take into consideration the formula that we use, a lot of the things like nuts and seeds, protein-rich foods, and some fats and things. It doesn't clearly take into consideration all that. So just because you're taking in 150 calories doesn't mean you're absorbing all 150 calories. So there's about a 10% margin of error on that one too. Number 3, how you prepare your food could actually increase the calories that are on the back on the nutritional guides. For instance, a piece of meat can say 170 calories. After you cook it, it can go as high as 240 calories you're actually absorbing from that piece of meat that originally you thought was 170 calories. Also, when we make those awesome smoothies we all tend to love, whatever we're putting in it, whether it be our special protein powder, blessed from the gods above, or we're putting all natural fruits and vegetables in there, or our proteins, or whatever we're putting in there, when that chops it up and makes it more easily digestible, obviously because we don't have to chew it, we don't have to absorb it and break it down more, we actually absorb more calories. So right then and there, calories go out the window. All right, next one, gut bacteria. We all know, take our probiotics, eat our yogurt, Activia, Jamie Lee Curtis. You're going to let us know how we're going to be regular a little bit more? You've heard it all before. Your gut bacteria amount, that will show how much you're going to absorb also. So some people with more of a certain kind of bacteria can actually up the amount of calories they're actually absorbing a day from like 150 calories. So depending on your gut bacteria, that throws the whole calorie thing off too. And my last one and my favorite one is, I always get clients, I'll have them record their food. I am not big on counting calories for any long period of time. I don't think it's sustainable and I think it's ridiculous. But I'll have people do it from time to time, and some people just do not like it. So they tend to eyeball their food. And let me tell you something. As humans, we are flawed when we eyeball our food. The amount of calories that it can be off is astronomical. It can be up to 20-30% difference in calories by us trying to just eyeball what we're eating a lot of times. And I'm not talking about measuring it, eyeballing it. I'm talking about just, I didn't look like a lot, I didn't eat it. So that's another factor that throw the calories way off. Add up all these different factors, you can get up to 25% margin of error in your calculations for your calories every day. Everybody's different. Everybody burns calories different. Part 2, which I'm going to get into next week, we're going to go a little more into the outside of the calories. In other words, exercising, all that good stuff. Our watches, our calorie counters, our put your weight in on the treadmill, and we're going to tell me how many calories you're going to burn today, so you can offset your calories that you're eating, and blah, 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 and drive yourself absolutely nuts, so you can just get in your exact calories every day, and in a week, you're lucky if you lose 2 pounds, so you can get discouraged and eat even less and become even more unhealthy and go insane. So, there is a better way. I'm not saying there is no way to do this, people. There's a simpler way. There's an easier way that's sustainable. And that's what I do in my practice here. We teach people. I love the way Precision Nutrition does their stuff. That's why I became a Precision Nutrition coach. And that's why it showed me the simpler way to do all these things and make people's lives simpler. Some people, a small percentage, like to count calories. It keeps them on track, and that's okay. It works for them. They don't mind doing it. So, everybody, I just want to thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, spread the word. Again, people, no BS. I'm just trying to get it out there, simplify things for people. This whole machinery thing now, it's just boom, boom, boom. It's ridiculous. It's not bada bing, bada bang. It's not like that. We're humans, we're all different, we're all unique. And there's a way to get it done. I'll see you guys next week.